Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. On the table today, we're going to take a look at the latest offering from Steyr. Some of you may be familiar with Steyr pistols and rifles and other arms that they make, but mostly in Europe, they do military and police contracts. For the US, we've seen some of their rifles trickle in, and even fewer of their pistols coming into the market. And that is truly a shame, because I think this is a fantastic pistol. Together with the Beretta APX, those two are the softest shooting, the softest recoiling 9mm pistols, if I could speak today, that I've had the privilege of firing. This pistol just shoots like a dream. And now with the upgraded ergonomics, and we'll go through that, it just fits like in my hand like no other pistol. This particular offering is chambered in 9mm. It features a 3.6-inch barrel and comes with a capacity of 17 rounds in 2 steel mags, so 17 plus 1. It has 3 different sizes, the large, the medium, and the compact, and we'll go through that as well, but all 3 of them for this 4th generation come with 17 plus 1 capacity. I'm going to give you a bit of the history of the different generations, and then we'll dive into the pistol. But as I said, this is the A2 and the official model here. And let me just drop the mag and do a safety check, although it's been safety checked already. But it is clear, nothing in the chamber. And right now, no mag inserted. The mag has nothing in it, so we're safe. Okay, so letting you walk around the pistol a little bit. Steyrarms, and it's made in Austria. And the model number is the C9-A2 MF, and MF stands for Modular Frame, and we'll go into that as well. Let you walk around it a little bit, so I give you some of the story behind it. As I've said twice already, this is the 4th generation. It was originally designed and manufactured in Austria in 1999. The 1st generation was simply known as the M1. Then the 2nd generation, it fixed some of the issues that it had. It has some ejection problems and some other things, but it was known as the C9-A2, and that was released in 2004. The 3rd generation, which had it carried upgrades to the C9-A2, was also known as the C9-A1, and that was released in 2010. The 4th generation, which is what you see in front of you, had a completely redesigned grip module, some other changes, and this is the A2 line of pistols, and this comes in a large, medium, and a compact. This is the compact, and that was released in 2019. When they first came to the market, thus us that know and love steyrarms were just overjoyed with what we were seeing, with all the teasing, all the teaser that happened, and then they just vanished from the market. And I've been actually looking for one of these for a long time, and finally I got a hold of one the other day. You can see here the windows where it shows the serial numbers of the serial number of the pistol, and we'll go through that as well. Looking, you see that the grip module has been completely redesigned. It has interchangeable side panels and rear panels, sort of like an HK. It has a locking mechanism. Some of you like that, some of you don't, but actually it comes with a little key that allows you to lock that. And while we're talking about that, let me put the pistol aside for a little bit, and let me show you the case that it comes in. It's a plastic case. It's nice. You can lock it. It's a very sturdy case. When you open the case, it comes with a little protective paper, comes with some literature, comes with a nice manual. It's actually very well done. And here's where the pistol goes. So it's form cut, 2 mags. Here's the 2nd mag, both 17 round metal mags with orange follower. Up here is where you have your different back straps for different sizes, small, medium, and large. And the side panels. Let's see if it's going to let me pull them out. I'll just pull one out and show you. There you go. You can see here it's got the medium, and it's got the smalls attached to it already installed. And then here in this little box. I'm not going to open it, but you have the keys, and that's, oops, focus went away, sorry. And that's where you have the keys to lock the pistol, because if you wanted to, this button right here, you just turn it to safe and the pistol is locked. That's up to you whether that's a feature that you consider valuable or not. So there's the case, that's what it comes in. Let me put this aside and back to the show. Dropping the mag here. I mentioned to you the fact that there's that serial number. So just like on a 6-hour P320 that has the modular system, and that's why this is called a modular frame. Actually, you can, this is the serialized part. Originally, that was the serialized part of the Steyr. So you can remove the chassis system and install it in other grip modules, and that is your serialized component, not the frame itself. And it was Steyr that originally came up with that idea, and it was Steyr, the original patent holder of the removable chassis system. Later on, 6-hour introduced it in their P320 line of pistols, and then after that into other lines of their pistols, and Steyr actually sued 6-hour. I'm not knowledgeable enough to the outcome of the case and what happened or what settlement they reached, but obviously they reached some sort of settlement, or Steyr lost the lawsuit, I'm not sure, because obviously 6-hour has made it a very successful part of their business. But it was Steyr that originally came up with the system. Now, there's a reason why they're calling it modular frame, and we'll go into it a little bit later in the video. One thing I don't understand, and I'm trying to get the answer for that, is through this first window here, you can see that this chassis is serialized. And in previous versions of the A2, it only had that. The chassis was the serialized part and not the frame. For this Steyr, the C9-A2, now it also has the serial number on the frame. So it's got two windows with two serial numbers. It's the same serial number, but it's in two places, on the chassis and on the frame. So I'm not sure what the wisdom is behind that. So before I dive a little bit deeper into it, let me share with you why it's called a modular frame. Because it does come in 3 different sizes. The L9A2, which is the large. As I mentioned earlier, it comes with a large, a medium, and a compact, this being the compact. The large comes with a 4.5-inch barrel, 17+1 capacity, all of them only 9mm. So 4.5-inch barrel. The M9, which is the medium, has a 4-inch barrel, so half an inch shorter, also 17+1. And the C9, which is the one that you have in front of your screen, that has a 3.6-inch barrel, also with 17-inch capacity. So if you were to look at it, and I should have brought it, I just don't want to stop the video because I make my videos in one take only. So I don't want to stop it and then try to figure out how to splice it together. But this pistol is almost identical in every dimension to a Glock 19X. So that is what's amazing. And actually, if you'll indulge me for a second, let me put the mic down and let me run and get it. Okay, I hope that wasn't too painful. Sorry about that. That was very unprofessional, but anyway, here's a Glock 19X, and it is unloaded. So taking a look at both of them, let the focus catch up a little bit. Here is the Steyr and the Glock 19X. Let me try around the camera to put them as close as I can. There you go. You see that? They're almost identical in every dimension. You can see a difference in the angle here, but size-wise, they're almost identical. So I just wanted to give you a visual there between the Steyr and the Glock 19X. Both 17+1, very, very similar pistols. So thank you for indulging and having your patience in that amateur hour right there. So three different sizes of pistols, and with 17 plus 1 round capacity. And now I'm trying to get back in line on my thought process here. So the modular chassis that we were talking about, what originally Steyr, their thought was with the A2 line, is that with having 3 different sizes, you could remove the chassis and put it in the L9 if you bought the L9 grip module, or the M9 if you bought the medium size one. So you can exchange your trigger system in different frames and take advantage of different slide sizes and different barrels. Now also, this grip module will fit any of the other slides and barrel combinations, the medium and the large. So there's a lot of interchangeable modularity and customization that you can do to fit your hand perfectly. Not only the grip modules with the side panels, the rear panels, but like I said right now, the rest of the pistol being modular. So I really like it. The grip the barrel is cold hammer forged steel barrel, so very good. We'll take a look at it. Very beefy, and running for that 19X really messed my train of thought here. More features to go through here. You got the trapezoidal sights that Steyr is very famous for. I'll let you take a look there. And people look at either you love them or you hate them. I think they're fantastic. They're very quick, very easy to acquire. Let you take a look there. And that's the front. There you go. They're not night sights. I wish there were. If these things were glow in the dark or tritium trapezoidal sights, that would be the coolest thing ever, but they're not. See if it'll catch the front sight there. There you go. That's the front. Just really like it. The overall length of this pistol is 7 inches. The overall weight is 27 ounces. The height of it is coming in at 5.6 inches, and the overall width is coming in at 1.3 inches. Compared to the previous Steyr models, it is a completely redesigned grip module, and that's one of the things you're going to notice right away. Let's see where the light catches it the best. It is very ergonomic. You got texture in the back, which is aggressive, but not overly so that is going to hurt you. There you go. Then you got different texture on the sides. That is very sandpaper, but again, nothing that you can't carry on a daily basis without a t-shirt underneath, and it's going to rub your skin dry. And the texture, what I like is I'm always putting texture up here, whether it be a piece of a talent grip or something. Here you got texture all the way up, and it wraps around the sides of the pistol. And here you got some sort of grooves in the front, and at least they're not very aggressive, but at least they're not vertical like some pistols and make it useless. You got horizontal, so at least it gives you some traction. You got the same type of grooves in the front of the trigger guard, and this is the other side with the same texture. And again, it goes all the way to the top. And you take a look at it, you got a full-size rail at the front. Not a full-size, I'm sorry, it's a true 1913 rail to hang whatever lights or accessories you would like. So continue to let you walk around here. The other thing that's that is an upgrade is it's got a flared magwell. It's not too much where you can't interfere with being a concealed carry or a duty pistol, but it's flared enough that it gives you a good grip. It helps with the grip and also to do quick changes of mags. It also gives you forward serrations. The serrations are very usable. They're to me, they're just the right sharpness. They're not too sharp that they're going to hurt you, but they're very usable. I like them. So that's what the pistol looks on the outside. Let's take a look at the inside of the pistol. So of course, we're going to check for safe. No mag. The pistol is perfectly safe. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to lock it back. And you see, I showed you the button where you lock it. Well, you also, what you do is you grab the button, you press it, you press the button, and then you got to flip the lever down. So you press the button, flip the lever down, you drop the slide, release the trigger, and it comes apart. Okay, so there it is. Let's take it apart. And for our friendly and lovely YouTube censors, what we're doing right now is disassembling the pistol per the instruction manual to clean it. This is not building a firearm. Okay, let me say that again. We are not building a firearm. We're simply disassembling it for maintenance and then reassembling it per the manufacturer's instruction manual. Okay, so let's take a look. This is the inside. It's very well done, very beefy. It's got very strong rails up here, not your little tabs that you see on a lot of pistols. There you go. I'm taking a look at the barrel. Just a very high quality, beefy, polished feed ramp, well done barrel. And taking a look at the inside of the slide. There's no machine marks. It's very, very well done. All right, so the reassembly after you provide the maintenance that you need done. Oh, let's talk about the guide rod. So you got a captured guide rod. My only complaint here is that it's a polymer guide rod. So, but under normal circumstances, that should not fail. It should be fine. Put it back together. Same. Rails. You just go ahead. This pops back when you lock it. This button will just slide back on its own, and you're ready to go. Test for function, and you're dead. So very nice. Very nice, the components, the way it was done. Now let's take a look at the trigger, because this is something that some people are going to love, some people are not going to like, and it's just a question that, to me, the way you need to look at it is just something different. It's not going to be like your Glock. So if you're going to be comparing everything to your almighty Glock, you're going to say, well, this is just a crappy trigger, and it's not. And actually, I think it's a fantastic trigger. It does have your blade safety in the front, but it fully disappears when you press it into the trigger shoe. The trigger shoe is wide and sort of flat, so it's very comfortable. And when you start your trigger pull, you come here, and this is your travel. The trigger safety disappears, and you're at the wall. And then from here, you press, and it's a very nice, crisp, immediate break. It's like you're breaking a glass wall right there. Now, here's where some people are going to get stuck and they get their panties in a bunch. You go for the reset, and listen. You probably barely heard that. That was your reset right there. But then you push back, you're at the wall immediately. There's no travel, and it breaks again. This is just an awesome, awesome trigger. Now let me do this. I'm going to take my microphone off, and I'm going to put it right next. I'm going to put it right here and see if you can hear. I'm going to let it go. There. And then you go right back. Yeah, I mean, you're at the wall instantly. If you're one of those guys that is waiting for this massive click on the reset, you're not going to find it on the Steyr. It's very, very subdued, but it's of course something you can train with. Click. Boom. Click. I mean, there is just no travel, no grit. It is just awesome. Awesome, awesome trigger. I would take this over the PDP. I would take this over the AXG Scorpion from Sig Sauer. I would take this over the P10C or the P10S. Fantastic trigger. And the more rounds you put through it, you start putting 100, 200, 250 rounds through it, you'll see it even change more. It's breaking around 4.5 pounds right now. And I'm talking to TN Steyr. After some rounds, if you put 300-400 rounds through it, even if you do a polishing job, just your 25-cent polishing job, your trigger is going to be breaking around 4 pounds all day, and it's just fantastic. So as always, I'm getting long here on the tooth, but I just wanted to tell you what a fantastic pistol this is. What a crappy job Steyr has done of promoting this pistol. And it should not be on the shoulders of people like 1776 or Bust or TN Steyr to carry the marketing weight for a company like Steyr. But that's what they're doing, and I'm just trying to throw my 2 cents in there. So what are the downsides to this? The downsides are going to be aftermarket support. There's nothing compared to Glock or some of the other major manufacturers. But the thing is that you don't need to do much to this. The pistol, the way it comes out of the box, at least the way I see it, unless you want night sights, and there are some manufacturers that are making night sights for the Steyrs, Trigicon being one of them. If you don't like the trapezoidal sights, there are manufacturers that are making sights for them. If you want the standard 3-dot night sight. I love this trapezoidal sights, the pyramid with a triangle in the back. I just really like them. They're very quick to acquire, and they just come into your field of view very quickly. The other is going to be holsters. What are holster manufacturers? Well, there aren't a lot of them that are making holsters for them, but there's enough. And I wanted to give you a quick list here. If you go to the steyrarms website, they have some outside of the waistband holsters there. But also you can go to Urban Carry holsters, Craft holsters, Double Click holsters, Vedder, VEDDR holsters, and Crossbreed are some of the manufacturers that are making holsters for the Steyrs. If you can't find a holster to your liking between those 6 manufacturers, then you may have other problems. So anyway, this is it. I just wanted to give you a first impressions. I haven't had the opportunity to go to the range yet. I'm very much looking forward to taking the Steyr to the range and then do a follow-up video on what the shooting impressions were. Tell me what you think of Steyr. Have you heard of them? Do you like them? Do you own them? What are your thoughts on this particular pistol? I look forward to your comments below, and please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning and when I can on Wednesday mornings as well. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, there you can see, most of the time you're going to find there what's coming down the pipeline for this channel way before it hits YouTube. So I would appreciate a follow there. Please remember to pray for our country. We need it now more than ever. Do your part, fight for the Republic, and remember that we're not doing it just for us. We're doing it for the legacy that we're leaving our children. What kind of a country are we going to let our children grow up in? That's what we should be really thinking about and fighting for. Keep America great. And until the next time, God bless.